Good morning. Happy Saturday. Saturday is the day governed by Saturn. Saturn is our favorite planet. Let me tell you all something. I treat these planets like they are a part of me, is what I do. I know that they are aspects of my own psyche, and and I do everything in my power to massage the energy, is what I'll say. So, Saturn is karma. Saturn is discipline and rules and structure. Saturn is this 3D reality. It's cause and effect. What you put out, you get back. And because I understand that the universe is malleable, nothing is solid here. Um, Anything can be charmed. Anything can be, um, you know, switched into from one experience to another. Like water can go from being ice to being steam. Everything has that capacity on some level, even the most solid things, because nothing here is solid. And so, something like Saturn, a Saturn planet, I will do Saturn rituals to help myself move through the most difficult things more easily. I will listen to Saturn chants. I will use the crystals and the oils for a particular planet um, to help that energy move through me in ways that it doesn't have to be uh, where I'm completely challenged. So things show up easier for me in my life, and I just have learned this because when I was young, my life was so challenged, and I have the sun is conjunct Pluto in my chart, and so it sort of means that I live in a constant state of death and transformation, and so I know that I have to live that way because that's what's in my chart. So rather than it's like, how do I work this energy? Rather than having the energy work on me, how do I use the energy to work? So oddly enough, this morning I woke up at 4. I always wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and there was something moving in my blinds, and I finally turned the lights on, and it was a possum. There was a possum in my house. It's been really hot, and I've been keeping the kitchen door open, and a baby possum, something like this big, squeezed under and came into my house. And I was like, wow, possum medicine, like what is that? And possums play dead is what they do. They get afraid and they play dead. And I was on the phone with my friend this morning, Michael Lennox. We get on the phone really early sometimes to talk about the astrological weather. And I was telling him about this. I was also on the phone with Kelly Prime, my partner from the Mercury retrograde. I was also on the phone with my neighbor next door, who came to help me get the possum out of my house at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I was also on the phone with Gabrielle Zelina. I called everybody in the world this morning because I had a possum in my house. But the main thing is what was the information that was coming, and it's like there's some place in my life where I'm playing dead, where I am petrified. And yesterday I talked about not looking back and not getting stuck and not being petrified, or maybe it was the day before that, and that's showing up in my own reality. Oh my goodness, that I'm petrified, and I know exactly what it is. And I'm not going to talk about it right now because I'm not comfortable to talk about it yet. But when I can, I will. But I am moving through some fear. It's some fear that actually, some fear that petrifies me, some fear that makes me feel really stuck. And because it's Saturn, it's karmic. It's like some karmic energy. And whoo, do you guys have karmic things going on right now? Because the new moon that comes on Monday is going to be in opposition to Saturn. It's at 29 degrees of Cancer, so we have another new moon in Cancer. We have a do-over, which is the 13th moon. And here's the thing that I want to say for all of us, including myself. This is a shit or get off the pot moment. all the signals point towards your blessings and your dreams coming true and wellness, except that we have the world going crazy, and it's distracting us, and it's telling us that we're not safe, and it's telling us that there's something out there to get us, and it's telling us that in the past this happened. And I don't know if you guys are listening, like, this person's got it, and this person's got it, and this person died of it, and this person knows this, and like, all these things are just going on, and they're just distractions. They are just distractions. And do you have the wherewithal? Have you been doing the spiritual practice to continue yourself moving forward, to continue moving forward? I had a possum show up in my house. A possum showed up in my house this morning, okay? And literally to give me a message of, do not let go of the part of you that's playing dead. Let go of the part of you that is still in the past, that believes that because it didn't work last time, it's not going to work this time. Because it happened, because you had pain in that area in a past experience, you think you're still going to have pain in that area. It's literally time for us to shit or get off the pot. It is time for us to shit or get off the pot. And I know if you are anything like me, I am up against the edges of myself. And feeling like resistant to making the leap. But that is what we have to do. We have to take the leap. We have to take the leap. And if you take the leap, you will be caught. You will. There is a net. There is a net. Or you will fly, one or the other. So today the moon is in Cancer. The moon just moved into Cancer. It had been void. The moon was void all night long in Gemini. And I have a Gemini moon, and I had a possum show up in my house, and it's literally coming to say, with the Cancer now, the Cancer moon is, feel what you feel and do it anyway. Feel what you feel and take actions anyway. Do not allow your feelings to keep you stuck. Just feel them and move forward, because there's nothing. Whatever the fears were from your past experience or from your childhood wounds, whatever they were, they're not there anymore. It's just the illusion of them. It's just the scar of them. It's just the imprint from them, but that's no longer what's happening. So today is a Saturn day. Saturn is in Capricorn. The structures, the old paradigm, the old guard has gone. It is dead, and you have the power to follow your desires, to follow your heart's desires, like almost from your childhood. It really is. It's like what you really desired as a child is now available for you to have. And, so many of us are disconnected from that stuff, right? I know for me, what I wanted as a child. What did you want as a child? Would you make a comment here and tell me? When I was a child, all I wanted to do was be able to do magic. That's what I wanted. I wanted magic. And there was nothing else for me or to me like being able to think a reality into being, or being able to speak a reality into being, or just knowing that the universe was not what we thought it was, that there were these unseen forces and experience and energies and deities that were totally alive and awake. And that is the thing that I was very, that's what I wanted as a child, to be magical. And so that's what I'm stepping into now. So what did you want as a child? Really think about it. Think about it. And then give yourself permission to, don't be afraid to feel like, what would it feel like to have what you wanted when you were 3? What would it feel like to have what you wanted when you were 7 or 12? Or come back to that, because the world is opening up, and all the distractions, they're just distractions and illusions. There's nothing to fear. There really is nothing to fear. So give yourself permission to have it. And I know for me, right, magic was one of the things that I wanted, but I also really believed in love. Like, I really believed in like love that was like we ride or die together, and we get each other, we understand each other, we honor one another, and we're safe together. So I believed in that. So all that's up for me. I ain't messing with y'all. All right, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Go back to your original self and see and remember what it was you wanted, and then write it down. Write it down and be with it. This new moon coming into Cancer, coming on Monday, this is going to be it's going to be a lot of heavy energy. It's going to be heavy. And it's there to, you're just giving birth to something new. That's all. Yesterday I had the most challenging day, and then I woke up with a possum in my house. And I just kept noticing, like, oh, wow, I feel depressed. The energy feels depressive. The energy feels heavy. The energy feels too dense. And I just would notice it. I went and talked to the tree, just spent time in the house and with doing my spiritual rituals, doing my meditation. And today I feel like it's moved and the possum is out of my house. All right. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.